What is going on, guys? Welcome to Big Beard and Friends, episode 235. That's right, 235 weeks I have done this. That's 235 Fridays of my bearded, long-haired, half-balding, fat, looking like it eats small children ass, bringing to your Friday every here in Facebook. Anyway, as this keeps going and going and going, I do like to joke and I like to have fun. Those who know me know that. Those who don't, you should know that as well. Everything I do is original, and somebody said that I'm so real that is an original. That is probably why I will not ever. What did he say? He said go viral. In other words, if you're stupid, if you're doing it for views, if you're just out here like hurting yourself or doing things, apparently that's where the money is. But anyway, tonight, on this September the 20th, I absolutely hope this evening, in this 2024, that whatever you're doing, whatever you're going through, I hope that you realize that it's just a season and things will pass. Certain things in our lives always get us down. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter who you are. You will go through things, and it's hard. All I see lately, when I get on social media, when I even talk to my family, even talk to my friends, the observations that I make all week in order to talk a little bit on Fridays is a lot of us, most all of us that I see, even people I don't know, they're struggling. They're struggling hard. Now you can say, Big Beard, we know that. You don't have to tell me that. Duh, I already know that. I'm not dumb. I don't mean that you are dumb. I mean, apparently it seems that the new norm is to be depressed. The new norm is to have anxiety. The new norm is to have something wrong with you. Not saying that people don't have things like that happening. But I mean, I think there's so many that use a kind of scapegoat, not the depression or anxiety or anything like that is a scapegoat. I'm saying anytime you get online, anytime you see someone putting someone down or giving a reason why they did this or giving a reason why they acted this way. And it's just not, well, it kind of goes on to my next topic tonight, where I want to talk about what's going on. And I'm talking about in your life, in your head. Where's your motivation? Where's your inspiration? Where are you getting it? Where is exactly your thought process? Where is it and what is going on? And I mean in life. So let's go ahead and start this. Getting right into this. What's going on, people? What is going on in this world? We have so many views that if you disagree with someone, they think that you automatically hate them, right? If you disagree with someone, they think you must be a bad person because you formed a thought. You stood outside the crowd. You wanted to give your honest opinion, but you disagreed with that person. What's going on there? We hold doors for people, and if nobody says thank you, you want to cuss them out. What's going on? If you call someone sir or ma'am or just show kindness, it seems, or politeness, most people are not offended, but every now and then someone finds a way to turn something good around because no good deed goes unpunished, right? What's going on? That's why he chooses every time. And let me tell you something, whether it be your neighbor or your classmate or your coworker or someone you see every day or the restaurant employee or wherever you go out, the cook, whoever it is, I assure you that they have something they don't talk about. And I hope that you realize that you should hope that they heal from what they don't show. Now, if you're not that kind of person and don't want to give thought or give heart to nobody, that's fine. I don't understand that. I usually say I get things. Like, I get it. I don't. But if you're having a crappy person day, and you are a crappy person every day, and you do this every day because you are a crappy person, you see what I'm saying? It'll just, but why? I'm not perfect. Some days I wake up in bad moods, and I stay that way all day. But the moment I realize, a lot of the times, I realize, wait a minute, that wasn't their fault. This madness, this meanness, this anger that I have, that's not meant for them. It's something I did. I need to do that myself. Get mad at myself. And that's hard to do. I rest assure you. Rest assured, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. People want you to smile at them. They, I don't remember the number, but I heard a story one time that said the Golden Gate Bridge, and if you guys know where that is in California, here in America, the Golden Gate Bridge is where people for years had suicidal thoughts. They have jumped off these bridges. It's mind blowing. But there have been a number of survivors. Okay? These survivors, they say all of them wish they wouldn't have jumped, for one. And two, most of them said something along the lines of, if one person would have smiled at me, if one person would have looked at me, if I would have just ran into one person, period. They always had that last time. Excuse me. That last time. And see, that would have been a simple act of kindness. Smiling, saying hello, nodding, letting them know, hey. And you might not even know that they had the thoughts. It doesn't mean when you walk around somebody like that, if they're going to do that, and they're hanging out, they're about to jump, they could just be walking too and say, if they don't do it, I'm doing it. Here lately, I think recently in the news, I'll name drop him, Bon Jovi was doing a photo shoot on a bridge. I don't remember the bridge. Maybe it was Golden Gate. I don't remember. Maybe it was. He was doing a photo shoot in front of everybody, walking around, and they're walking and filming him, and he looks over and he's like, and the security camera that was on the bridge caught him walking over because he saw someone hanging over the rail, just getting ready to. He was able to talk to them, get them over the railing, and save their life. He didn't know while he's over here doing that filming, that shooting of the scene or whatever he was doing, the pictures, the photographs that day, while he was getting filmed, he didn't know that just literally feet away, like 50 feet away, that day he was put there. Other people were walking by. And no one said it. What's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. We have change of hearts. It's okay, no matter who you are, to look at someone and give them a kind word. Now, it's not always easy for someone to say that because you deal with bad people all the time. You cannot control what people say to you, do to you. I mean, you can defend yourself. here recently, in the news, we're having schools. Y'all know where I'm going with this. Getting shot up. Kids coming to school with the intent to hurt. Now, we all can go anywhere in this world and have thoughts and not like that, but have these thoughts that we don't succumb to or we don't overcome, a battle today, so we're going to go and beat someone up. But never do we think of our own children that go to a place of school and we think, oh, they're fine. Never would I think that we would have to think of our own children unsafe in a place that we all went. What's going on? We live in a world, and I say this all the time. What's going on? They're putting cowards up here and heroes down here. That's what's going on. What's going on? You can't walk down the street. You can't go anywhere. And you can say, well, Big Beard, it's been this way for years. It has. It's been this way when my dad's dad was a kid. Okay. But at one time, we had this thing called couth. We had a little bit of couth about us. Nobody was afraid to stand up for what they believed in. Nobody wanted to be silenced. I can't get too into certain views in this world and politics, but right there is enough said. What's going on? What's going inside your head? Huh? Are you down? Do you love yourself? Do you struggle? Yeah. I bet the answer is yeah. What's going on? A lot of us of what's going on, we don't know. We have a what's going on moment every day of our lives. Almost all the time you look around, you can, what's going on? Now you can mean that by a simple what's going on salutation, what's up, but in your head, as I was saying, do you love yourself? And if not, what's going on? Why? I will bet you that probably everyone you encounter in your whole entire day have a lot of what's going on that is bad. Well, that's what they say. They don't say it to be, what's going on, man? Hey, what's going on? No, where they go, what's going on here? They're at their wits' end. That's the kind of what's going on question that I have. We need more people to talk. We need more people to tell people that things are going to be okay. We need people to understand that when we get inside of our own head, sometimes it's a scary place, and even though others can pull themselves right back out, it is not okay to look down on anyone unless you're picking them up. What's going on? What's going on is right in front of us. We have to worry and fear-mongering, whatever you want to call it, where somebody's going to tell you if you do that, you better not. If you say this, you better not. This is going to happen because you're doing good. Don't do that or shh. One of my favorite things that I hear is no, just let them be what they want. It's all right. They're that way their whole life. It's okay. Like they don't want to confront something. I understand if you're just like a little miffed at somebody, it's a little spat, don't get over it after, months or years or whatever. But I'm talking, somebody robbed a bank or and now the family don't talk about it, or they went to prison for this or that, and we just don't talk about it. Somebody did, we just don't. No, yet you do. Oh, that'll ruin our whole family. That's already did. That'll ruin our whole lives. It already did. What's going on? What's going on is that people don't want you to tell them what to do, which is fine. I get it, right? I'm a rebel. I get it. Nobody wants constructive criticism. Everybody wants you to be honest with them, but ain't nobody want to hear the truth. Some people say, I want the truth, but you don't want the honesty. What's going on? What's going on is simply we're scared, some of us. Then you got people who will tell you till they are blue in the face that this way is the way, my way, their way, and it ain't nobody else's way, it's this way or you're wrong. You got people who got strong opinions about stuff. Oh, my opinion, I'm very, I think very strongly in my opinion. Opinion. Who gives a shit? You have an opinion, I have an opinion. Oh, well, some people think highly of their opinion is better than others. That's not a thing. You can't say, you can, but to say that your opinion is better than someone else's opinion, you're a jackass. What's going on is people don't want to accept that people can be different and not hate. People can be different and not the different that you want to be against. People can be different and still have the same views as you. What's going on is the fact that people don't want to speak up. That's how I feel. I'm looking all over the social media, folks. I make these observations all week, and I see that people want to do positive things, and they want to do it, but when they do it, they either don't do it no more, or they fear that they're gonna get made fun of, or somebody's gonna. What's going on? That's what's going on. Scared, fear, afraid to be yourself. And I've told you before that fear is an acronym. Huh? Let me tell you something. You take those letters, F-E-A-R. It is false evidence appearing real. Fear doesn't exist. It's not knowing what's next. That's scary to people, to some. Fear doesn't exist. What's going on is I keep saying that people put fear in people. How are you going to put fear in something that doesn't exist? Let me tell you. It's simple. What you watch, what you eat, what you're told. No, I don't do things like that. This is what I'm seeing tonight. What's going on is talking about the world as I have seen it and through my eyes on social media, in this world as I see it when I walk down the street, in this world when I go out in public and go eat and go to the supermarket or grocery store, wherever it is. That's what's going on that I could go on and I could go on and I could go on. And I really feel that I could talk truly till I was probably blue in the face, as I said earlier about it. And no one would really understand how important it is that you become yourself and comfortable with the skin you're in. And let me explain. When you do that, you give somebody else a view to say, they did, I'm going to do it. What's going on is nobody wants to talk to some of the younger generation. I do. I talk to the whole generation. I talk to the whole world if needed. But I told one of my good friends the other day, one of my big brothers, can get one person from the young generation to understand certain things. I'm not trying to change them. I'm not one of those. To get them to understand the right way or some tip or some word of advice or wisdom that they learned from and they used and became, if I could do that and let them know that it's okay to be okay. If I could reach a young generation, just one, I believe that one day he or she in the future, whatever, if they're old and gray or if they're still, next week, I believe if I can reach one that one day they will sit back and say, hey, this fat bearded guy, he gave me this advice and listen, it worked. And I think right there, not that me talking isn't worth it, because here lately, I've been given advice to my children, my friends' children, younger children that I don't even know, my neighbors' children, been given advice. I've been hanging, in my mind, I've been hanging in a place where I'm like, you've got to tell that they're okay. You've got to be nice. You've got to teach them, which we know this, but it's so hard for us sometimes to understand that we need to do things. If you can teach one generation, I could teach one in a generation. They will teach, and it will grow, and it will grow, and that's how it's supposed to be. If you're older than me, or if you're an experienced farmer, you know that growing up on a farm, you got it busy, you got experience, you know what to do in life. You've got so much responsibility. It teaches you morals, principles, once again, responsibility, how to get up, how to go to sleep, how to get up. You do that. Someone taught them how to take care of the farm. Somebody taught them to take care of the farm. Somebody taught them, and it keeps going, right? If you can teach things like that, just like you can teach hate, you can teach love. What's going on is that everything that we know to have principles and morals and stuff that is great for the young generation to understand, even if they don't, go your way, still tell them. They don't have to do what you did, but tell them. Maybe they'll find a new way to do it with still the principle in them that you taught. What's going on is I don't think people want to really look at the big picture. And the big picture is simply, what's going on? We all know one thing, even if you don't say it, even if you don't speak it, even if we never bring it to the table, which most of us is a hard pill to swallow. But let me tell you something. We all have one thing in common. And that one thing in common is we all know that we don't know. That person that is down and out, you might not know. They could be smiling. They could be happy. They could be on top of the world on cloud 100, not 9, cloud 100, way up here. But they're hurting. You don't know what your future is going to be. You don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. So you need to live every day. I see people. I talk about what's going on. What's going on is I see people in relationships that are so happy, and then 1 week later, or within a week of them saying they're happy, they've been together 20 years, been together 30 years, been together 15 years, been together 5 months, been together 6. The moment I see this, I'm so happy, and within 1 week it seems probably, give or take, that now they're having problems. And I don't know what's going on there. But what I know what's going on is a lack of communication. It doesn't matter. Some people want to give. Some people live within their heart. Some people speak from their heart. Some people just speak to speak, and I know that sounds crazy. Some people don't even know how to think. So it seems. What's going on is we need to give each other advice so we can do better in relationships. And I know, every relationship's different. Big Beard, you don't know what you're talking about. No, my wife and I, she has been with me for 23 years. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I kind of have some experience. Does it make me the smartest guy in the world because I've been 23 years with my wife? No. Did you notice I actually said she's been with me 23 years? Now, there's a joke there to be had, but on the seriousness, take the joke and the humor out. That's real. You can say, well, you've been with her 23 years as well. No, what I'm saying, we have choices. The choice I made was to be with my wife forever. Is it easy? Was it easy? Is it hard? Was it hard? Yeah. Hell yeah. But not everybody has that connection. But what's going on is nobody wants to, it seems, try anymore. You got two people in a relationship when they're together, one leaves and the other one leaves, and one is always going, oh, I'm crying. This one's always like, I'm crying too, but I'm gone. Try. I don't know everybody's wedding vows and whatever you said in your vows, but when I said I do, that's what I meant. What's going on is nobody wants to understand through thick and thin, sickness and in health. What's going on is there's lack of communication. Not my problem. This is how I call it. This is how I see it. Even if I can be corrected, that's fine. For anybody. And I say these kind of things all the time, and I mean it because, once you keep hearing it over and over and over, maybe you'll go, oh, okay. Anybody watching this now, during the live, played back later, if you are in this spot in a relationship and you're having trouble, I didn't say that this will work, but simply ask your partner, what's going on? Are we going to make this work? Are we not? And talk about it. That's about the all advice I can give in relationships because it's not up to me. This is you in a relationship, if that's the case. And if it's not, maybe it's talking to a coworker or talking to someone and you're nervous. What's going on there? Stop it. Believe in yourself more. What's going on is that we lack inspiration. We lack motivation. We stay in our head. We become our biggest enemy. We think we're pieces of crap. We don't want to live anymore. What's going on is that people will put you down. And I said it earlier and I'll say it again. You should never look down on anybody unless you're picking them up. I have skeletons in my closet, but I'm going to tell you, very, 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 very few. Because I have cleaned it. I'm cleaning. This helps me clean. What's going on is simply nobody, it seems, wants to help people as much as they say they do. Whatever it may be, from a kind word to finances to showing somebody to do whatever it may be. I think that people want help. They don't always want to do things together. I don't know. That's all I've got tonight. I'm glad if you stuck around and made it with me. Thank you for following me this 235 weeks. Some of you I've seen today here lately, I've been seeing my followers. That's funny. That's cool. I guess in the town I'm in, they're starting to understand. I don't know. Look, whatever you're doing, whatever you're going through, you're going to heal from. Now, what are those 3 words that I say every Friday to take us out of here? Love, peace, chicken grease. Till next time. Thanks for watching, guys.